Okay, next item on the agenda, 5.5, extension of entertainment hours for Plainridge Park Casino. This is the same thing they've done the last few.
Yes.
It's always me. Always have the pleasure of coming in. I'm Lisa McKenny. I'm the head of compliance for Plainridge Park Casino.
Hello.
I want to apologize. This letter should be directed to Plainville Board Select. So that will be updated for next year. I want to apologize for that. It's a form letter. My apologies. And then I just want to let you know that this is our standard request. Every year we come in and ask if we can have our entertainment and at 2 a.m. in the morning for New Year's Eve.
It's that additional hour to sell on the floor.
It's Sunday this year. So Sundays, we normally our entertainment is earlier in the day. So this will go, and obviously for the evening. And we do have a lot going on New Year's Eve. For anybody who'd like to join us to bring in the new year, the Silver Arrow Band is on stage at the Revolution Lounge. We're doing a midnight balloon drop, which is always fun. Our new sports book bar will be open until 12 a.m. that night, and Slats will be open with a New Year's Eve menu. So I just wanted to let you all know that.
Awesome, thank you. We haven't had any issues in the past with that extra hour, have we, Brian?
We have not. We've been great corporate citizens.
Okay. Any questions?
I move that the select board approve the extension of entertainment hours for Plainridge Park Casino to 1:59 a.m. on New Year's Eve.
I'll second that. That's it. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
The motion is carried. Thank you so much, Lisa, for coming in.
Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too. Live entertainment application. Oh, you know what? I can read this one. Spare you that trouble if you want. Sure. So this is an application for from the American Legion Post, correct?
That is correct.
Can you describe it to us?
They do a person who comes in and sings to pre-recorded music. It does meet the requirements of the necessity of a live, permit, but in all sincerity, it was designed. The live entertainment permit was figured a much bigger venue with much bigger attendance. So there's two things that I would ask the board is to waive most of the requirements of the live entertainment permit because it doesn't require this kind of level. I'd call it private karaoke would be my best description. Second of all, I would also ask the board to waive the fee as normally associated because it's a nonprofit and the crowd that they usually seat is less than 30.
Anybody have any questions? I move that the board approve the live entertainment application from the American Legion Post 217, subject to receipt of all required documentation and resolution of any minor informalities, and to waive all fees.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Next is the job description for Director of Planning and Economic Development. Back to you, Mr. Noble.
Thank you. Submitted before your approval is the job description proposal for the Director of Planning and Economic Development. As you know, Chris Yarworth has stepped back from the full-time position. He's kind enough to do a few hours for us until we do the transition. In addition, we've recruited Joe Fernandez to cover some additional hours and some technicalities, but we do need to get going on finding a permanent and full-time replacement. The job is crucial to the town, and as evidenced by the quality of Chris Yarworth's contribution, I don't really want to let the position stay vacant. Never had a job description for this position before, and it's sort of interesting because we now have a job description that's close to what Chris did, but not entirely what Chris, because he was also our conservation agent, economic development, and of course, pirate. So consequently, we need to find the right person to fill that role, and I think it's gonna take us a bit, but I wanted to make sure that I had the board's agreement on what the job was.
I told Joe Fernandez the other day when I ran into him at North End Deli, had a nice conversation. I complimented him. I said, you know, of all the things you did in town, all the hires that you made, and the time that you were town administrator, pretty extensive, this might have been the most significant one. Mr. Yarworth was not your typical town planner in style, but boy, did he get the job done for us. You're a great beneficiary. That said, I like that the job description covers a lot of what he did. And I think as difficult as it will be to replace him, if we can replace him in a week, that's great. If it takes us a month, that's fine. If it takes us 6 months, what matters the most is we find somebody that can do the same kinds of things that Chris did for us and get the right person in. So I think this job description is a good start from my perspective.
So the
Questions?
intention is that the conservation agent will be kept separate from this position?
I think, to be honest, it depends upon the qualifications of the person that we are able to hire. Chris was able to hire or to recruit what I would call an assistant, what we do call an assistant conservation agent. And he's not up to speed as yet, although he's going through the classes. So if I can find someone as part of the search for our new town planner that's already qualified, then we'll solve 2 birds with 1 stone. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait until Kevin comes up to speed, and in the meantime, I'll still be Chris Yarworth.
I think we were lucky in some ways to have Chris able to wear both hats. At the same time, if I look at what I really want out of my town planner, whether or not he's a conservation agent doesn't matter to me at all in
No, I'm just
that
curious
role.
what the
So
plan
I
is,
think
and I think it is.
it's a good
pretty-
question, though.
I think
Very
it's
good
pretty
question.
unusual, honestly, that a town would have the person filling that role will be filling the conservation agent role as well. I think it's pretty unusual, so, you know, it's fine. I was just curious what exactly
Yeah.
the plan was. So assuming, you know, this is the job description, what's the plan for, is this gonna be advertised ASAP?
We're gonna advertise it in January after Christmas. We will be advertising it online, MMA, Indeed, Monster, the Association of Town Planners, anywhere I can find a receptive audience. We've reached out to Bridgewater, which has a program, and see if we can get into the placement office there. Not only, I mean, I would really like somebody with a little experience, but if the placement office does find graduates that come back for the placement office service, MMA is the website. This is the time that we need to do a full court press to spread as wide a net as possible.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I hope we can get someone with some experience. That's,
The problem is that the training period could be very long. But in my conversations with Mr. Kelly, you know, his attitude is the job of a town planner is to plant the seed and harvest the crop. So we're looking for somebody to make a commitment to the town over a great number of years.
Yeah, don't.
I agree with that, but I also am concerned that if you get someone straight out of school that lacks that, I don't know, authority, that's something that would be lost. A sense of authority that goes a long way, I think, with the developers that come into town to sit down with that person, with the new Chris. You know, I think that part of Chris's
Charm.
his strengths, if you will, is that he knew what he was talking about, and he was able to have those conversations very effectively with people, and I fear that would be somewhat lost with someone green.
Our standard is high because of the standard that Chris set for us.
Understood.
I don't know what we're gonna get for applications, but I'll keep you posted, and then we can make a
Okay.
decision about whether we're able to retain a mentor or whether, you know, we're gonna be able to hire somebody with that skill already.
I think the one thing we have to do is cast the net very broadly,
Yep.
very widely, and when candidates come in, there are going to be some that hit 8 out of 10 marks, and there'll be some that hit 5 out of 10, and maybe we'll get somebody hits 10 out of 10. I don't know, but
Okay.
again, I go back to while I would love to have somebody call us up on January 3rd, the first day of the ad's out there, and hire them right away. That's fine. But it's far, far more important whether it takes a day, a week, a month, 6 months to get the right person. So,
I mean, I hope if someone applied on the first day, we wouldn't hire them. I hope that we would.
Not prejudging.
No, I mean, like, I would hope we would wait and see that we could get the best candidate, you know?
I hope you understood my point.
I did.
Thank you.
I'll
Mr. Kelly?
move that the board approve the job description for Director of Planning and Economic Development.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
You talk at the end, Stan. 5.8, approve and award contract to Advantage Drug Testing.
Through Surge, we accepted the price quote from Advantage Drug, and I'm asking the board to accept the contract and sign it.
Okay. Any questions?
I move that the board approve and
Necessities
award
today.
the contract to Advantage Drug Testing.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Thank you. Now to the fun part. That. Want to take the first couple, Maggie?
You want to just get going?
Just get going.
Just get going, okay. All right. I move, okay, let me get organized.
So,
Okay.
just so we're all on the same page, we've got the rough motion.
Yeah, plus the.
But
add
then we
words.
have to list every.
Got it,
okay,
got it. All right, so I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
All right, I move that the board approves the renewal of the antique dealer license for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment fees for George C. LaRusso, 320 South Street.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye. I move that the board approve the renewal of the automatic amusement device license for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees for Mozzarella's of Plainville DBA Fitzy's Pub at 1 Manmar Drive and One Up Games LLC at 2 Wilkins Drive.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion is carried.
I move that the board approves the renewal of the common victual licenses for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees for American Legion Post 217 at 44 South Street, and Unlikely Story Inc. at 111 South Street, Anthony's North End Deli at 5 Manmar Drive, Bayarv LLC DBA Ava's Market at 80 Taunton Street, number 3, JSC New England Operating LLC DBA Burger King at 6 Taunton Street, CC's Ramen at 23 Messenger Street, Unit 1, Pepper Dining Inc. DBA Chili's Bar and Grill at 107 Taunton Street, Cumberland Farms of Mass Inc. DBA Cumberland Farms number 0131 at 139 South Street, D&D Breakfast and Lunch at 2 Manmar Drive, D'Angelo's at 2 Taunton Street, Don's Diner at 121 South Street, Dunkin' Donuts at 4 Taunton Street, Dunkin' Donuts at 92 Taunton Street, Route 1 Plainville Donuts Inc., DBA Dunkin' Donuts at 86A Washington Street, Frankie's International Bistro, DBA Frankie's 119 Washington Street, Mozzarella's of Plainville Inc., DBA Fitzy's Pub at 1 Manmar Drive, Heather Hill Country Club at 149 West Bacon Street, 56 Yogi Tobacco Inc., DBA Hilltop Stop Convenience Store at 56 Washington Street, Honeydew Operations Inc., DBA Honeydew Donuts at 2 Taunton Street, House of Fortune Inc., DBA House of Fortune at 2 Wilkins Drive, Unit 201, Imperial Dragon at 2 Manmar Drive, Jersey Mike's Subs at 84 Taunton Street, Hogan Company, DBA McDonald's of Plainville at 9 Taunton Street, One Up Games LLC at 2 Wilkins Drive, Panera Bread at 103 Taunton Street, New England Authentic Eats, DBA Papagino's at 15 Taunton Street, Jars Family Corp., DBA Pizzoni's at 25 Taunton Street, Unit 2, Plain Ridge Park Casino at 301 Washington Street, Plainville Athletic League at 35 Everett Skinner Road, Plainville Beagle Club at 153 Everett W. Skinner Road, Markiro Inc., DBA Plainville Fuel Mart at 11 Taunton Street, Plainville House of Pizza at 107 South Street, Raziella Inc., DBA Plainville Liquors at 37 South Street, Plainville Smoke Shop and Spirits at 2 Manmar Drive, Unit 3, Plainville United Methodist Church at 16 East Bacon Street, Rancho Chico Family Restaurant Inc., DBA Rancho Chico Family Restaurant at 52 Washington Street, St. Martha's Church at 277 South Street, UL Enterprises DBA South Liquor Mart at 431 South Street Pizza at 416 South Street, Starbucks Corporation DBA Starbucks at 84-86 Taunton Street, JPK Inc., DBA Stone Ridge Grill and Bar at 60 Manmar Drive, Subway at 13 Taunton Street, TLB Group 2 Corporation DBA Titanic at 1 Manmar Drive, number 7, Killed Up Inc., DBA The Chieftain Pub at 23 Washington Street, The Pastry Box at 3 Manmar Drive, number 11, The Village Griddle at 13 Taunton Street, True North Hotel Group, DBA Spring Hill Suites, Town Place Suites by Marriott at 65 Ledgeview Way, Wentworth Hills Country Club Inc., Wentworth Hills Country Club at 27 Bow Street, Rentham Sportsman Club, DBA Rentham Sportsman's Club at 0 Madison Street.
And before we second it,
Oh, what'd I mess up?
you didn't mess up anything. You didn't mess up anything. Could you just add waiving the fees for the American Legion Post 217?
And waive the fees for American Legion Post 217
And Plainville Athletic League,
and Plainville Athletic
and
League.
Plainville Beagle Club,
And Plainville Beagle Club.
St. Martha's Church,
And St. Martha's Church.
and Rentham Sportsman Club.
And Redmond Sportsman Club.
Second.
We'll break that out next year as a separate motion.
That's
Whatever.
probably a good idea. Yeah, and
Oh,
just,
Oh, it was here, it was here, it just didn't, okay.
well,
There was another motion.
oh, that's, yeah, it should have,
Okay,
anyway, we did it legally, so.
motion's been
The
made.
motion's been made,
Seconded.
appropriately seconded, all in favor,
Aye. Great job, man.
Thank you.
motion is carried.
All right.
You want me to do 512? You
No,
wanna
I
take a
don't- I
break?
really don't
You're
mind,
going?
I'm on a roll.
Okay.
I move that the board approve the renewal of the liquor licenses for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees. 4, American Legion Post at 217 at 44 South Street, Plainville Beagle Club DBA Plainville Beagle Club at 999 Everett Skinner Road, Rentham Sportsman Club DBA Rentham Sportsman's Club at 0 Madison Street, Raziella Inc., DBA Plainville Liquors at 37 South Street, UL Enterprises Inc., DBA SLN Wines at 431 South Street, Fire Rav LLC, DBA Ava's Market at 80 Taunton Street, Cumberland Farms of Mass Inc., DBA Cumberland Farms number 0131 at 139 South Street, 56 Yogi Tobacco Inc., DBA Hilltop Stop at 56 Washington Street, Salam W. Salem, DBA Plainville Smoke Shop and Spirits at 2 Manmar Drive, Unit 3, Marcuro Inc., DBA Plainville Fuel Mart at 11 Taunton Street, Killed Up Inc., DBA The Chieftain Pub at 23 Washington Street, Pepper Dining Inc., DBA Chili's Grill and Bar at 107 Taunton Street, Mozzarella's of Plainville Inc., DBA Fitzy's Pub at 1 Manmar Drive, Heather Hill Country Club Inc. at 149 West Bacon Street, House of Fortune Inc. at 2 Wilkins Drive, Rancho Chico Family Restaurant Inc., DBA Rancho Chico Family Restaurant at 52 Washington Street, True North Hotel Group Inc., DBA Town Place Suites and/or Spring Hill Suites at 65 Ledgeview Way, Wentworth Hills Country Club Inc., DBA Wentworth Hills Country Club at 27 Bow Street, An Unlikely Story Inc. at 111 South Street, JPK Inc., DBA Stone Ridge Grill and Bar at 60 Manmar Drive, One Up Games LLC, DBA One Up Games at 2 Wilkins Drive, J. Umiya Corp., DBA DJ Liquors at 95 Taunton Street, Rocky LLC at 10 Taunton Street, Frankie's International Bistro Inc., DBA Frankie's at 119 Washington Street, Bacon Square Bistro LLC, DBA Bacon Square Bistro at 105 South Street, Unit B, Comedy Lab LLC, DBA Comedy Lab 105 South Street at 105 South Street, Unit A, 13 Taunton Street, Plainville LLC, DBA Brothers Liquors, 13 Taunton Street.
Second.
Okay, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion is carried. Thank you, Ms. Clark.
I move that the board approves the renewal of the live entertainment licenses for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees for Plainridge Park Casino at 301 Washington Street, An Unlikely Story Inc. at 111 South Street, Killed Up Inc., DBA The Chieftain Pub at 23 Washington Street, and Frankie's International Bistro Inc., Frankie's 119 Washington Street.
Second.
And oh, sorry. Should I add this? And waive the fees for the American,
They're not on there.
Oh, all right,
We
never
already
mind,
did
never
that.
mind.
We already did it.
Nope, I think
You
we're
already
good.
did that. No,
Okay,
We
got
did
it,
it-
sorry,
we did it
my
separate.
bad. And that's it for that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion is carried.
I move that the board approves the renewal of the Class 1, 2, and 3 licenses for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees for Northeast Auto Buyers, Inc. at 76 Taunton Street, Farhette LLC DBA Camellia Services and Auto at 10 Taunton Street, Dask Enterprises DBA Crossroads Auto at 71 Washington Street, Joseph LaRusso DBA GJL Company at 3 Belcher Street, Jack and Danny Inc. DBA J&D Certified Auto and Truck Repair Center at 160 South Street, Mactaw Mass Inc. DBA Pete's RV Center at 171 Washington Street, Discount Exhaust Company LLC at 86 Washington Street F1, Mad Mike's LLC at 86 Washington Street Unit D45, Patriot Sales Inc. at 153 Washington Street, The Peterbilt Store New England at 116 Washington Street, Specialty Vehicles Inc. at 18 Commerce Boulevard, Tri-Town Collision Center Inc. at 17 Cross Street, Yesteryear's Classic Auto LLC at 1 George Street, Unit 1, and T&D Auto and Truck Service Center Inc. at 297 South Street.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Okay, I move that the board approves the renewal of the weekday music licenses for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees. For American Legion Post 217 at 44 South Street, and Unlikely Story Inc. at 111 South Street, Rob LLC DBA Avis Market at 80 Taunton Street, JSC New England Operating LLC DBA Burger King at 6 Taunton Street, Pepper Dining Inc. DBA Chili's Bar and Grill at 107 Taunton Street, Cumberland Farms of Mass Inc. DBA Cumberland Farms number 0131 at 139 South Street, D'Angelo at 2 Taunton Street, Don's Diner at 121 South Street, Mozzarella's of Plainville DBA Fitzy's Pub at 1 Manmar Drive, Heather Hill Country Club at 149 West Bacon Street, House of Fortune Inc. DBA House of Fortune at 2 Wilkins Drive, Unit 201, Hogan Company DBA McDonald's of Plainville at 9 Taunton Street, New England Authentic Eats Papagino's at 15 Taunton Street, Jars Family Corp. DBA Pizonis at 25 Taunton Street, Unit 2, Plain Ridge Park Casino at 301 Washington Street, Plainville Beagle Club at 153 Everett W. Skinner Road, Raziella Inc. DBA Plainville Liquors at 37 South Street, South Street Pizza at 416 South Street, Starbucks Corporation at 84-86 Taunton Street, JPK Inc. DBA Stone Ridge Grill and Bar at 60 Manmar Drive, Killed Up Inc. DBA The Chieftain Pub at 23 Washington Street, True North Hotel Group Inc. at 65 Ledgeview Way, Wentworth Hills Country Club Inc., Wentworth Hills Country Club at 27 Bow Street, Rentham Sportsman's Club, DBA Rentham Sportsman's Club at 0 Madison Street.
Waiving the fee.
And the board waived the fees for the American Legion Post 217 weekday music license.
Plainville Beagle Club
And Plainville Beagle Club.
and Rentham Sources Club.
And Rentham Sportsman Club.
Second.
Thank you.
We'll fix that.
We'll do that smoother next year. That was fine. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
I move that the board approves the renewal of the Sunday entertainment licenses for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees for An Unlikely Story Inc. at 111 South Street, Pepper Dining Inc., DBA Chili's Bar and Grill at 107 Taunton Street, Mozzarella's of Plainville, DBA Fitzy's Pub at 1 Manmar Drive, Heather Hill Country Club at 149 West Bacon Street, House of Fortune Inc., DBA House of Fortune at 2 Wilkins Drive, Unit 201, Pizonis at 25 Taunton Street, Unit 2, Plain Ridge Park Casino at 301 Washington Street, JPK Inc., Stone Ridge Grill and Bar at 60 Manmar Drive, Wentworth Hills Country Club Inc., Wentworth Hills Country Club at 27 Bow Street.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
I move
Motion's
that the
carried.
board, I move that the board approves the renewal of the marijuana retail license for 2024, subject to receipt of all required documentation, inspections, and payment of fees for Apothos Therapeutics Plainville LLC at 119 Washington Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. I think I'm being told that the next one has actually been withdrawn.
That's been withdrawn. Shine Delivery has withdrawn their application. That's the next one, so you can skip
Okay.
it.
So they're not operating anymore?
They're not. They're not planning on going forward in 2024.
I think, I'm not shocked.
No.
No, that's That's a tough margin. Okay, thank you, Ms. Clark, especially for reading all of those.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And smoother than last year, will be even better next year, but that was good.
I
Got
thought it
that
was
done in
pretty good.
record time.